guests.
Just a minute. I will repeat the name of jury. Professor Farooq Ahmed Malik, Assistant Professor Political Science, Government Degree College, Women, Anantnag. Professor Adil Bashir Dar, Assistant Professor Political Science, GDC, Kulgam. Dr. Muhammad Yunus Bhatt, Assistant Professor Pol Science, GDC, Doru. Mr. Firdaus Ahmed, Senior Associate, Pratham. Dr. Shahzada Ashraf Maqbool, Assistant Professor Political Science, GDC, DH Pura. Thank you. You can continue.
Dignified guests, respected teachers and students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Ramzan, a fourth semester student doing my majors at GDC Women Anantnag in economics. वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन का मतलब देश भर के इलेक्शंस चाहे वो लोकसभा के हो या स्टेट के हो उनको एक ही टाइम पे कराया जाएगा। इसमें सिर्फ पैसा बचाने की बात नहीं की गई है, इसमें बहुत सारी चीजें हैं। फॉर इंस्टेंस हम इसमें देख सकते हैं हमारा टाइम का जो है वो चेंज देखने को मिल सकता है। अभी बार बार इलेक्शंस कंडक्ट कराए जा रहे हैं, लेकिन इसके अंदर इलेक्शंस एक ही बार में कंडक्ट कराए जाएंगे, जो आगे जाके हमें बहुत मदद दे सकता है बदलाव लाने में। फॉर एग्जाम्पल वी कैन टेक एग्जाम्पल ऑफ टेम्पोरल फेडरलिज्म। अभी अलग अलग इलेक्शंस कंडक्ट कराए जा रहे हैं, जिसकी वजह से जो स्टेट इश्यूज है उनको प्रायोरिटाइज किया जा रहा है। लेकिन अगर इलेक्शंस एक ही बारी में कंडक्ट कराए जाएंगे, उसमें जो हमारे नेशनल इश्यूज है उनको प्रायोरिटाइज किया जाएगा, जो आगे जाके हमारे लिए बहुत ही ज्यादा बेनिफिशियल हो सकता है और डेवलपमेंट में मदद कर सकता है। लेकिन इसके अंदर बहुत सारे ऐसे क्वेश्चंस एंड चैलेंजेस हैं जो हमें फेस करने को मिलेंगे। फॉर एग्जाम्पल जो स्टेट पार्टीज एंड कैंडिडेट्स हैं कहीं वो इस सब में पीछे ना रह जाए, क्योंकि यहाँ पे जो मुद्दा है वो सिस्टम को चेंज करने का है। और अगर डेवलपमेंट की बात हो रही है तो कैसी डेवलपमेंट होगी? क्या जो ये वन टाइम इलेक्शंस है इसमें लॉन्ग टर्म वाले काम किए जाएंगे या सिर्फ जल्दी जल्दी जो फॉर एंड पॉपुलर चीजें हैं वो इसमें कराई जाएंगी? और जो स्टेट के काम है कहीं वो पीछे ना रह जाए, स्टेट की डेवलपमेंट कहीं इफेक्ट ना करे। तो ये सारे चैलेंजेस एंड प्रॉब्लम्स हैं जिनका हमें सोल्यूशन पहले से ही ढूंढ के रखना है ताकि हमें आगे प्रॉब्लम ना हो। मोरओवर ये जो स्टेप है विकसित भारत का, ये बहुत ही ज्यादा चैलेंजिंग होने वाला है, बहुत ही मुश्किल है गवर्नमेंट के लिए। गवर्नमेंट के ऊपर बहुत प्रेशर आने वाला है, इलेक्शन कमीशन के ऊपर बहुत प्रेशर आने वाला है। इवन उनको एक ही टाइम पे बहुत सारी वोटिंग मशीन्स का इंतजाम करवाना पड़ सकता है। लेकिन अगर हमें डेवलप्ड नेशन बनना है, ये सब चैलेंजेस को फेस करने के लिए हमें रेडी रहना है। मोरओवर जो टेक्नोलॉजी है वो हमारी इसमें बहुत मदद कर सकती है, जैसे कि हमारे पास डिजिटल वोटिंग सिस्टम है, बायोमेट्रिक आइडेंटिफिकेशन है हमारे पास, एंड डेटा एनालिटिक मेथड्स है जिनकी मदद से हम बहुत अच्छे से ये इलेक्शन कंडक्ट करवा सकते हैं। और हमें इस चीज का भी ख्याल रखना है कि ज्यादा से ज्यादा जो वोटर्स है वो वोट देने आए, क्योंकि इस समय जो लोग हैं वो कंफ्यूज हो सकते हैं। नेशनल कैंडिडेट्स और जो स्टेट कैंडिडेट्स हैं उनके बारे में उनको अवेयर करना है। ये जो विकसित भारत मतलब वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन है, इसके अंदर जैसे कि मैंने पहले भी बोला सिर्फ पैसा बचाने की बात नहीं हो रही है, बल्कि हमारा पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम को चेंज करने की बात हो रही है, वोटर्स के वोट करने के तरीके को चेंज करने की कोशिश की जा रही है। इसीलिए हमें चाहिए कि हम इसके बारे में सही से क्वेश्चनिंग करें, इसके बारे में सोचें समझें, और क्योंकि यही आगे जाके हमारा फ्यूचर होने वाला है। थैंक यू।
The former president of United Nations, Abraham Lincoln, once said, "The ballot is more powerful than a bullet." This gives us the idea of one nation, one election, a proposal that aims to streamline the election processes. Honorable Principal Sir, respected jury, dignitaries and distinguished members, a very good afternoon to all of you. I am Anantnag Malik, representing Shaheed Humayun Muzammil Memorial College. It's an honor to stand here in front of you and to talk on a topic that has sparked a nationwide debate. The concept, the idea of one nation, one election is not new to our country, as our country had followed this model of election after the years of independence. But due to the political instability in the years like 1968 and 1969, we had to shift from this model of election. A committee of 8 members was made by the Government of India under the chairmanship of former President Ramnath Kovind. Before we start, it is essential to understand why the elections are important. Elections are the backbone of democracy, ensuring accountability, representation in the government. But frequent elections often lead to political disruptions and the development processes. An initiative that aims to hold simultaneous elections in Lok Sabha and state assemblies. But why do we want to change the current system of election? Well, we all know India is always in the continuous cycle of elections. Election Commission of India spending thousands of crore rupees on conducting these elections. Lok Sabha elections of 2019 alone costed around 60,000 crore rupees, and state elections further increasing to the cost. It is not only about the financial expenditure. Other costs is like when there is the implementation of this model code of conduct that restricts the government from announcing new policies and taking the work on the previous policies as well and the development works. Apart from this, there is a need of huge man-force during the elections to maintain law and order. One nation, one election. This will allow the political parties to focus on good governance rather than focusing on a constant cycle of campaigning. The community on one nation, one election suggested spending changing to this mode of election. This will increase the GDP of country by 1.5%, reduce inflation, and increase the educational outcome and health facilities. In conclusion, with the words of the great poet philosopher Iqbal, फिरदौस जो तुझे मिल जाए मुमकिन नहीं यहाँ जिस कौम की मिट्टी में हो फितना फकात रंग जुगम. Meaning, a nation divided by conflict can never achieve true prosperity and success. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Norman. The next one is Fatima Jilani.
Respected dignitaries, esteemed guests, and their students, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introducing myself as Fatima Jilani, a student of 4th semester, major psychology from GDC Women Anantnag. And it's my honor to stand before you all as I speak about one nation, one election, paving way for Viksit Bharat. India, the largest democracy in the world, has long grappled with the challenges of frequent elections. While elections form the bedrock of the democratic governance, the fragmented electoral calendar has often disrupted governance, drained resources, and slowed development. Like if we see currently, India spends around more than 10,000 crore per Lok Sabha elections. And if we add the number of state and local level polls, the number, it skies to rockets, it's like big much. So at the same time, frequent elections, what do? Is like it means code of conduct restrictions imposed multiple times a year, which will halt our projects, which will delay our welfare schemes like the PM Yojana, Awas Yojana, and infrastructural development. Now, what we need to understand here is that is it something that we really need to spend so much on, or is it something like we are not giving attention to things that we should give attention to, like the healthcare facilities, the education system, and all. I mean, we do not need a nation that is constantly in a mode of election. We require a country that is focused on the development of, the nation. So as we embark on a new journey towards a unified India where development accelerates, the concept of one nation, one election, spearheaded by the central government under Prime Minister Narendra Modi, seeks to address these challenges. Also, with the introduction of the 129th Constitutional Amendment Bill, the vision is more closer to becoming a reality. And it will eventually and definitely pave way for Viksit Bharat, which is yet again our government's vision to make our country transform into, prosperous economy, self-reliant by 2047. And to note, 2047 again marks the 100th independent anniversary of India. Further, the criteria of Viksit Bharat include technological upgradation, infrastructural development, social empowerment, and sustainability. Anyways, coming back to what I was speaking about, is that one nation, one election will eventually and definitely pave way for Viksit Bharat, in a number of ways, be it the increased voter engagement that it will lead to, or the unified national vision that it will promote, and the reduced cost and improved governance. Thank you.
Thank you, Fatima. Now the next participant is Munaza Bey. Munaza. Absent. Basit Mushtaq Mir.
Moses Principal Sir, Government Degree College अनंतनाग, मोहतरम उस्ताद ज़कराम और मेरे प्यारे साथियों, अस्सलाम वालेकुम वरहमतुल्लाह। मैं बिस्मिल्लाह रशीद, गवर्नमेंट डिग्री कॉलेज काजीगुंड की तालिबा हूँ। एक कौम एक इंतखाब का तवस्सुर भारत में जोर पकड़ रहा है, जिसका मकसद लोकसभा, रियासती असम्बलियों और मकामी इदारों के इंतखाबात को हमान करना है। इस इक़दाम से भारत में एक मौसर और मुस्तकिल इंतखाबी माहौल की राह हमवार होने की तौक़ा है, जो बालाखिर विकसित भारत यानी तरक्की याफ्ता भारत के विजन में मददगार साबित होगा। एक कौम एक इंतखाब का बुनियादी मकसद बार बार होने वाले इंतखाबात से पैदा होने वाले मसाइल को हल करना, जैसे कि हुक्मरानी में रुकावटें, वसाइल की तकसीम और माली बोझ। एक साथ इंतखाबात मुनक्किद करके हुकूमत उम्मीद करती है कि वो हुक्मरानी में इख्तिसाम, पॉलिसियों में तसलसल और अवाम पर माली दबाव में कमी ला सकेगी। इंतखाबी ज़ाब्ता, इखलाक, मॉडल कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट का निज़ाम नफाद कम मुद्दत के लिए होगा, जिससे हुकूमती पॉलिसियों पर कम असर पड़ेगा। ज़्यादा मौसर निज़ाम, इंतखाबी वसाइल जैसे पोलिंग अमला, साजो सामान और सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस का बेहतर इस्तेमाल मुमकिन होगा। साबिक सदर रामनाथ कोविंद की सरबराही में बनाई गई आला सतह कमेटी ने एक कौम एक इंतखाब को मरहलावार नाफिज करने की सिफारिश की है। इस कमेटी की रिपोर्ट को मरकजी काबिना ने मंजूर किया है, जो इंतखाबी असलाहत की सिमत में एक अहम पेश रफ्ता है। यौम जमहूरिया 2025 की तकरीर में सदर द्रौपदी मुर्मू ने एक कौम एक इंतखाब की अहमियत पर जोर दिया और कहा कि ये इक़दाम भारत को 2039 तक एक तरक्की याफ्ता मुल्क बनाने के हदफ में मदद देगा। एक ख्वाब है रोशन, एक नई उम्मीद, वतन की तरक्की हो मजीद। बार बार किए इंतखाबी दौड़ रोके तरक्की के हर मोड़। नए वादे नए सवाल, बदलेंगे अब ये सब हाल। एक साथ हो फैसला सबका, ना हो बार बार सियासत का धोखा। हुकूमत करे बस एक काम, ना हो हरदम इंतखाब की मार। कम हो खर्च, बचे वसाइल, मिले आवाम को बेहतर वसाइल। एक रात चमके, एक रोशनी हो, तरकीब की मंजिल अब करीब हो। एक कौम एक इंतखाब का हो नारा, हो भारत का हर ख्वाब सनारा।
Thank you, Vishma. The next one is Itifa Khushi.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected dignitaries, teachers, and my dear friends, this is Ittifa Khurshid from GDC Anantnag, and today I am here to express my view on a visionary concept that holds potential to transform our democracy. That's one nation, one election. One nation, one election is a transformative step towards democracy and a developer India that's Viksit Bharat, ensuring stability, efficiency, and economic growth by streamlining governance and reducing electoral disturbance. So, the idea of holding stimulus elections across the country aims to bring efficiency, stability, and progress to our nation. So, what are the benefits of one nation, one election? Number one is the economic saving. By synchronizing elections, we can save resources and redirect them towards infrastructure, healthcare, and education. Number second is the stable governance. By synchronizing elections, government can focus on long-term developmental goals without any political disruption. Number third is the reduced corruption and electoral malpractices. A single election process will help in high voter participation. The fourth one is increased voter participation. Lots of people skip voting due to frequently elections, holding elections. So, if we held a single election, this will help in a high voter turnout and strengthen democracy. So, what's their role in Viksit Bharat? The dream of Viksit Bharat by 2047 requires a stable political environment and efficient governance. One nation, one election will pave the way for sustainability, efficiency, and economic growth and social harmony. It will help the government to develop long-term reforms and so welfare schemes that will ultimately lead to a global superpower. In conclusion, this revolutionary reform is not just a political move, but it's a step towards progress, stability, efficiency. Let's support this vision and work together to make this India a fully developed India, a powerful and stable country. Thank you so much.
For the next participant is Umar.
काबिल मिसाल संग में मुअज़्ज़ज़ सामाईन, दानिशवरानी कौम और अजीज हमवतनों, आज एक ऐसे विजन पर गुफ्तगू कर रहे हैं जो न सिर्फ भारत की जमहूरी बुनियादों को मुस्तहकम करता है बल्कि ऐसी माशी ताकत में भी डाल सकता है। एक कौम एक इंतखाब, ये महज एक इस्लाही तजवीज़ नहीं बल्कि एक स्ट्रैटेजिक मास्टर प्लान है जो भारत को सियासी इस्तिकाम, इक्तिसादी मजबूती और आलमी बेहतरी की राह पर डाल सकता है। माशी व सियासी यकजहती तरक्की की कुंजी। क्या हमने कभी सोचा है कि भारत के मुसलसल इंतखाबात हमें कितनी बड़ी माशी कीमत अदा करने पर मजबूर करते हैं? हर लोकसभा इंतखाब पर कमोबेश 10,000 करोड़ रुपया खर्च होते हैं, जबकि हर 5 साल में रियासती इंतखाबात मालियत 50,000 करोड़ है, जिसके सबब हुकूमतें अवामी फलाह के तवील फैसले लेने से कासिर रहती है, क्योंकि हर चंद माह बाद मॉडल कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट तरक्याती काम को रोक देता है। अगर ये रुकावट खत्म हो जाती तो सोचिए भारत की जीडीपी में जबरदस्त इजाफा होगा, गैर मुल्की सरमायाकारों को एतमाद बढ़ेगा, मुल्क में पायदार और मजबूत पॉलिसी साजी मुमकिन होगी। ये वही हकीकत है जिसे इकबाल रहमतुल्लाह अलैह ने बरसों पहले महसूस किया था। अफराद के हाथों में है अक़वाम की तकदीर, हर फर्द है मिल्लत के मुक़द्दर का सितारा। आज हमें इस सितारे को रोशन करना है, हमें सियासी बिखराव को खत्म करके एक मुस्तहकम और तरक्की याफ्ता भारत की जानिब बढ़ना होगा। विकसित भारत 2025 ख्वाब से हकीकत तक दुनिया के कई तरक्की याफ्ता ममालिक जैसे स्वीडन और जनूबी अफ्रीका में मुस्तहदा इंतखाबात का कामयाब मॉडल मौजूद है। अगर भारत भी इस सिमत से आगे बढ़े तो हम जल्द ही एक 5 ट्रिलियन मैसियत बनने की जानिब तेजी से गामजन हो सकते हैं। ये वक्त है कि हम तारीख में एक नया बाब रकम करें। एक कौम एक इंतखाब सिर्फ एक इस्लाह नहीं बल्कि एक तहरीक है, एक अज़्म है, एक इनकलाब है। आइए इस तहरीकी फैसले की हिमायत करें, क्योंकि यही रास्ता हमें विकसित भारत 2025 की मंजिल तक पहुंचाएगा। खुदा ने आज तक उस कौम की हालत नहीं बदली, खुदा ने आज तक उस कौम की हालत नहीं बदली, न हो जिसको ख्याल आप अपनी हालत बदलने का। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you, Umar Mustar. Now, the turn
Honorable Principal, respected Chief Justice, esteemed guests, and my dear friends, Assalamu alaikum. Myself, Faisal Iqbal, from GDC Awankipura. Today, I am here to express my views on one nation, one election. India, the world's largest democracy, conducts multiple elections at different levels, Lok Sabha, state assemblies, and local bodies throughout the year. This frequent electoral cycle leads to administrative burdens, policy disruption, and financial strain. The idea of one nation, one election aims to conduct them simultaneously to enhance governance and national development. Let me highlight two key reasons why one nation, one election is the need of the hour. The first key reason is hindrance to governance. Whenever elections are announced, the MNC is enforced, restricting the government from introducing new policies, welfare programs, or infrastructure projects. This hampers long-term decision-making and delays important governance initiatives. By implementing one nation, one election, we will have a fixed 5-year cycle, allowing government to focus on long-term policy planning, effective governance without interruption, a stable political environment for economic growth. The second key reason is economic burden of multiple elections. Elections are not just about voting, they involve huge financial expenditure. The 2019 Lok Sabha elections alone cost 6,000 crore. This does not include state elections, municipal elections, and by-elections, which significantly increase the burden. Now let us put this into perspective. With 6,000 crore, India could build 600 AIMS hospitals, set up 10,000 new schools, create employment for millions of youth. Addressing the concerns, is this feasible? Some argues that implementing one nation, one election requires a constitution amendment. Yes, it does, but great reforms always demand structural change. To sum up, one nation, one election is not just an electoral reform, it's a transformation step towards a developed India, that is Viksit Bharat. The time for deciding action is now. If we truly want to make India a global powerhouse, we must embrace one nation, one election. Let us unite to build a stronger, more stable, and prosperous India. Thank you.
Thank you, Faisal. The next one is Suhaib Veer. Majid Ahmed.
The beauty of democracy lies in its strong and stable system. Respected jury members, esteemed guests, and my dear fellow participants, Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon to all of you. I begin with the immortal words of Allama Iqbal. खुदी को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर से पहले खुदा बंदे से खुद पूछे बता तेरी रजा क्या है. Now imagine a nation where elections happen only once in 5 years. No political instability, no constant election spending, no policy paralysis. Governance is smooth and the development is fast. क्या हम ऐसे भारत का ख्वाब देख सकते हैं? But today I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is not just a dream. It's a collective vision of 1.4 billion Indians. It's a vision of one nation, one election. It's a vision that can make Viksit Bharat a reality. Millions of questions that is arising is why one nation, one election? Today I tell you, right now elections in India happen multiple times in a year. Lok Sabha, state assemblies, panchayats. This constant election cycle has some major drawbacks. Billions of rupees are spent repeatedly. Policy making gets disrupted. And that's important. Caste and communal politics increase. But one nation, one election offers three major benefits: massive savings, political stability, and stronger democracy. As APJ Abdul Kalam says, if you want to achieve great things, dream extremely big. And this one nation and one election is a big dream, one that can transform India. A global perspective is that many developed countries like USA, UK, and Indonesia are conducting synchronized elections. If they can, तो भारत क्यों नहीं? I would love to quote APJ Abdul Kalam once again here, as he says, कौमें तालीम और शऊर से बनती है, कौमें तालीम और शऊर से बनती है, और सियासत इसका जो है वसीला होता है. In conclusion, सियासत सिर्फ इक्तिदार का खेल नहीं, बल्कि कौम की तरक्की का एक वसीला है. This is not just a policy change, it's a नए भारत की उम्मीद. And I leave you with the golden couplet of जोश मली आबादी की सरफरोशी की तमन्ना अब हमारे दिल में है, देखना है जोर कितना बाजुए कातिल में है. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for your time, attention, and patience. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Majid.
Honorable Principal Sir, esteemed jury members, and dear students. I, Imtiaz Gulzar Hamdani, from 6th semester Economics, Government Degree College Boys, Anantnag, acclaim you all with the greetings. Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon. Today, we are honored to gather here to throw some light on the most debatable and cherished goal of contemporary India. That is one nation, one election, paving the path for Viksit Bharat. Election, essence and soul of a democratic nation. Election, festival of people's free will notion. Election, cherished by everyone with the attainment of representation. To attract more people to its vibrant motion. Then, why is election being criticized as the burden to our economy? Let us see it. Because frequent elections year by year makes it burdensome for our economy. Resources misused, excessively straining the economic potential of our nation. Besides, makes it less zealous for the people too. To have all those concerns while aiming for the vision of Viksit Bharat at the rate 2047, India came up with the concept of one nation, one election. That's Ek Desh, Ek Chunav. To have few months or a year in 5 years, to have this occasion of center and state elections united to celebrate and cherish the goal of electing government in a free and fair manner. Instead of being busy with the same years in and out, taking toll of our economy and hindering the main aim, that is minimum government, maximum governance. So let us unite diversity through the India way to get the era of Celia. That's Amrita, where Bharat matters. Resources saved, channelized well with the goal to Viksit Bharat, we excel. Governance firm with vision clear. No more delays, no wasted year. United region, a single child, democracy strong in a perfect rhyme. Let me end my speech with the Urdu couplet. चलो देश को विकास पर लाता चले, चलो देश को विकास पर लाता चले, चलो एक देश एक चुनाव बनाता चले. सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास और सभी का प्रयास हम उमंग और उल्लास से मनाता चले. एक बार श्रेष्ठ भारत. थैंक यू.
Thank you, dear. The last one in the list is Nuwaid Manzoor.
Assalamu alaikum. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you all are having a great time. Let me begin by introducing myself. I am Nuwaid Manzoor, a student navigating through the exciting landscapes of 6th semester in the Bachelor's of Science program from Government Degree College, Pugana. It's an honor to speak on the transformative vision of One Nation, One Election, a reform that has the potential to redefine India's future. In the first place, let's understand what One Nation, One Election actually means. One Nation, One Election is a proposal under consideration by the Government of India to synchronize all elections in the country either on a single day or within a specific time frame with an objective of minimizing election costs. One of its most notable proposals is to simultaneously conduct elections to the Lok Sabha and state legislative assemblies of all 28 states and 8 union territories. The bill was introduced in the Indian Parliament's lower house, that's Lok Sabha, on 17th of December 2024. Let's imagine an India where elections, instead of being a frequent disruption, become a streamlined process held once every 5 years across the nation. It sounds nice, right? Well, this isn't just an idea, it's a vision that has the ability to transform the India into a developed and progressive one. Now, let's take a look at the major benefits of One Nation, One Election and how it can transform India. First, efficient governance. Second, huge cost savings. Third, reduced administrative and security burdens. Fourth, higher voter participation. Fifth, last but definitely not the least, reducing disruptions. In addition to this, at the time of announcement of elections, the model code of conduct is implemented, during which the concerned departments are not able to invite tenders for the developmental projects for almost 3 months. For example, let's take a look at Jammu and Kashmir. Last year, the elections were held twice, due to which the developmental activities of already approved projects that could definitely not be tendered due to code of conduct were at a halt for almost 6 months, and that's definitely not a joke. And according to me, this is one of the major issues concerned with multiple elections. So, in order to overcome this and make a way for Viksit Bharat, single election is definitely, the need of the hour. After all, challenges do exist: constitutional amendments, logistical hurdles, and whatnot. But if India built a digital economy, implemented GST, and even reached the moon, why not one nation, one election? Synchronizing elections is definitely not just a policy change, it's a way towards a strong, stable, and progressive India. Let's work together to make this vision into a reality. That's my time. Thank you so much for your kind attention and cooperation. I'll see you guys maybe sometimes. Till then, take care, stay blessed. Bye.
Thank you, Nuwaid. We are done with participants. If there is any participant on my back side, kindly move to the other side of the table. If there is any participant on back side.
बेटा इस तरफ कोई पार्टिसिपेंट बैठा है तो उस तरफ आ जाइए.
We will be requesting jury to compile the result. Kindly bear with us, we will declare result after some time.
A very good afternoon to everybody. First of all, I am highly thankful to my NSS team and other faculty members and students from different colleges of South Kashmir. Particularly, I congratulate all the students from the South Kashmir colleges for participating in this contest. So now we have to announce the positions, 5 positions. Let me start with the 5th position. So 5th position goes to Nuwaid Manzoor. And 4th position to Kubra Hussain. And 3rd goes to Saqib Bashir. Second goes to Said Mushira. And 1st position, any guess? Huh? Sonia Shabir Sorwati. आप किस कॉलेज से?
Você expect que era vídeo. Mas eu fosse vídeo.
Thank you, sir. We will be felicitating these 5 participants. I request worthy principal sir and chief guest of the event to present mementos to these 5 participants, starting with. I also request jury members to join us in the felicitation. Khurshid sir is also requested to join us. We'll be starting with Sonia Shabir. Please. Oh, please. Said Mushira is requested to come forward. From GDC Clap should come. Saqib Bashir Sheikh, again from GDC. Thank you, Saqib, for correcting us. Kubra Hussain, kindly come forward. Government College, Women Anantnag. Kubra. Nuwaid Manzoor from GDC. These 5 students are selected for state level competition. They will speak in state level radio. They will be notified for that. These are 5 students. We have one more round on Saturday.
It's 5 more.
5 more will be selected. Thank you, sir. Thank you, jury.
Thank you.
I will be requesting Dr. Sartaj to present the formal vote of thanks.
Side us. Sir.
Honorable Chief Guest, respected jury members, faculty members from the different colleges, distinguished officers from our college, dear participants, Assalamu alaikum, good afternoon. It is with great joy and immense gratitude that I stand before you to express my heartfelt thanks on the behalf of the entire team of Viksit Bharat. First and foremost, I extend my deepest gratitude to our chief guest, worthy Principal Sir, Professor Muzaffar Ahmad Bhatt, for gracing us throughout the day and sharing words with us. I would like to express my sincere thanks to all the distinguished jury members, which includes Professor Farooq Ahmed Malik, Dr. Muhammad Yunus Bhatt, Dr. Shahzada Ashraf, Professor Adil Bashir, and Mr. Firdaus Ahmed from Pratham NGO. Sincere thanks to heads of various departments, accompanying faculty members from the different colleges. To our esteemed participants, thank you for your active engagement and thought-provoking contribution that made this event very much successful. A special note of appreciation goes to Ministry of Youth Affairs and supports Government of India for choosing this college as a nodal college for Viksit Bharat 2025. Special thanks to Mr. Kushal DYO Nehru Yuva Kendra for guiding us to organize this event. Sincere thanks to the nodal officer, none other than Dr. Naveen Haku, whose efforts behind the scene have made this event possible. Your hard work and commitment have made this event very successful. I would like to extend my thanks to Professor Khaki Ejaz, Head Department of IT, for moderating today's program. Last but not least, I would extend my gratitude to media fraternity, Muntazir Saab, Bilal Saab, Faizan, and dear student Burhan for assisting the whole event. Thank you, and I wish you all the very best of our studies.